fellow YouTubers. Just want to do a little discussion before I get into the video. Just want to discuss my absence from the channel since my last postseason video, doing some postseason scouting. Been tending to the family a little bit. My mom passed away May 13th, so it's been 2 months and a day since she's passed. So my dad was in and out of the hospital as well, so we've kind of been trying to get the family healthy again and well, but my mom has been battling leukemia for about 25, 26 years. So, and we did lose her on May 13th, as I mentioned. So just been kind of battling that and trying to get the family healthy. Just that's why I've been absent. So just on video, but not by sight and mind, because it's even through all of the family ordeal and the tragic, the deer and the passion for the deer is still reigns in my brain, probably more than it should. But anyway, I just want to get on and talk about that. So got some up and coming bucks. We already got on camera this year. We've got some that got through last year that I wanted to let walk, Zeus being one in particular. He's got him on camera this year, so he made it through, and he is already mighty impressive. We got Brutus, which you'll see in the video as well, which he has turned out to be a man as well. So I want to dedicate this season to my mom, Miss Velma Fowler. I know everybody, everybody's mom is great, but mine was definitely great. Supported me in anything I've ever done, right, wrong, or indifferent. Even if she didn't believe it was something I should be doing, she was always supportive. She didn't care for me being in the deer woods too much by myself, but Chris and I are from Blue Collar Bucks. Kind of settled her nerves a little bit when she knew that he and I were hunting together. But want to dedicate this season to her, so I'm looking forward to a successful short season. As I say, short because it always ends too early. But really gonna dig in this year and try to get some better video for you guys, some more kills on video. Won't guarantee the kills, but you'll always get a true indication of what a real hunt's like. So we're not gonna fabricate anything on this channel. So it is what it is. So returning YouTubers, I appreciate you guys returning and hanging in with me on this brief absence, and all the new subscribers. I appreciate you guys jumping in and joining and taking this ride with this old boy who loves the deer woods and loves deer hunting and loves the outdoors, period. So like, subscribe, and share if you guys would, and we're gonna get into it. Thanks for joining. All right, June the 6th, Saturday. I'm out here going to change some camera batteries that have died. I've been kind of running surveillance all summer, all winter, all summer just started. But since the season ended, just the first time I ever done that, just to try to see how much the deer movement changed based on food and movement. So it wasn't much movement after the season in here, so going out here to change some batteries, freshen up some mineral. I know you can't do mineral in every state, but in South Carolina, we have the ability to put out some mineral for the deer. So I'm headed down to over at my spot where I chased Blade a lot of the season last year. And he disappeared on me during the rut. I won't say after the rut, during the rut. So it remains to be seen if he made it through or somebody harvested him. So I am headed down to take a look, see what needs to be done down here. So I know I said I was gonna post some stuff throughout the off season. Had a lot of family stuff going on. The passing of my mom and her in and out of the hospital. My dad was in the hospital for a little bit, but I was out here as much as I could be, getting attacked by some horse flies, but I just didn't post a whole lot, didn't have a whole lot of time. But I apologize. I'm gonna try to get this thing rolling, but I am walking down and getting attacked still. So as you can see, but I gotta be careful with, we got a little bear down here too, a couple of bears, so I'm gonna, got my trusty pistol on me just in case I run up on Yogi. So, but I'm gonna fight these horse flies off and see if I can't get this taken care of a little bit. So hopefully I won't see Yogi because I don't have a thing for him. So I think I'm pushing some deer out here. Things trickling through the woods, but hang in. Let's see if we can't get this freshened up. All right, so I've made it down here, me pan out. So amongst the attacking of the horse flies, I've made it down here. So anybody who seen my channel before kind of knows what it looked like during the season. So you can see stuff is kind of grown up here and clover's doing really well. Some of the wheat's in here. Not much sign of much else other than that clover is really prevalent. So, but it's one of my persimmons right there. So, minerals over here. They've been in here too. They can't stay away from it. There we go. You can kind of see they've been in here. I'm gonna freshen it up. Give them some minerals I'm sure they need for the antler growth and just their normal health growth anyway. So they running around with the babies of those are, so keeping them healthy while they're pregnant. I know some have probably dropped already. I've seen a few little babies, but you know, wanted to give you guys a view. So a turkey feather, because they come in here quite a bit too. So just wanted to give you guys a view of what this looks like and then how we transform it in the fall. So we'll let it roll like this until several weeks before the season, end of August. Depends on, I play the rain game, so it just depends on what the weather tells me when we need to plant. So, but just remember what this looks like. We'll turn her over in the fall, see if we can't get her rolling for the season. All right, we got her loaded up. I usually put 2 blocks, but I'm mostly gonna put 1 to start since I'm just starting out kind of slow with it. But camera's over there. I'll zoom in if I can here. You guys can see it right there. So we're gonna go to the next camera, see if we can get those changed and get out of here. Start taking some inventory. All right, change the batteries in the second camera, where I watched several bucks, young bucks last year. So I'm hoping they'll be shooters this year, so we'll see. But they are working on a sewer line down at the edge of the property here, and they have pushed these deer a little bit higher than where they were crossing last year. But you can see this trail, I mean, it's absolutely wore out because they're crossing a little bit higher. But they're coming straight up through here and coming off my neighbor's property onto ours and back and forth. So this may be something to take note or move a camera up here. But walking out back to the truck. So I'm gonna look for some other signs to see if they're crossing a little bit higher up here as well. So property line is, I'm right here on the edge of the property line, so There's a lot of movement that takes place in here. It's an old road bed right there. So, all right. Just want to bring you guys in on that trail. Moved a little bit higher, a little bit changed from last year based on the action down there on the sewer line. So, but we're gonna make this trek back to the truck, and unless I find something else interesting, I'll get back on at the next spot. Good morning. Headed down to do a little bit of scout with Mr. Chris Jones down here on some public that myself, Chris, and Shane Tile hunted and tried to get on some deer down here last year. Got some really, really good bucks down here. It's kind of hard to believe that these deer just walking around down here, just the size that they are. And, some of them die from old age and never be seen by any human. But nevertheless, we got something on camera down here, and Chris and I are going to check some cameras he's put out a month and a half ago. So we're gonna see what we can do today and maybe find a few new spots. Nothing else, but these other ones have been paying dividends based on the cameras from last year and what's been found this year. So again, I apologize for went ghost mode for a few months, but had some family issues had to tend to. But nevertheless, back in the saddle. Hadn't been from me not thinking about it for sure, because title of my channel is The Passion 365. It never goes away. So gonna get in and see what we can do this morning. Decided I'd jump back in real quick, but made it to the destination. We're gonna go down here on these e-bikes to get a little closer, cut out some of the walk. But in this area last year, I hunted out of the saddle here. I had deer come by me at a pretty fast pace. Chris was up on top. Shane was a little bit to our west at a location, and I was kind of in the middle between us, the two of those guys. So, as I stated before, it's paid some really big deer in here, and we've caught some on camera, but hadn't had a chance to get any shots at any here. I think Shane may have been cheating that day, what he called cheating. He had his compound bow because he shoots a traditional. And I think Chris had his rifle. So, but it's a really good spot, one that's paid some dividends for Chris is scouting. He scouted this spot, and him and Shane, I think Shane's been hunting this area for quite a while and knows the area pretty well too, so they kind of put their heads together, and I was tagging along and just dropped in the middle with them. So put some videos of what we got up here, what we found out here today. So great day to be outside. The weather is probably 60, 69, 70 degrees today. And it is June the 27th. Couldn't ask for a better time. Watching the sunrise this morning coming in here. So we're gonna roll in, waiting on Chris to get here. So I know he told me an earlier time because he does it on purpose. But just so we can start when he wants to start, make sure I ain't late. So I'm driving quite a ways to get here. So, all right, let's roll. We're on to camera number 3. Camera number 2 was a showstopper. Had a freaking monster on camera, so we're anxious to get to the top of this ridge. In between 2 ditches on the bench at the bottom. This deer walked right under Chris's camera. It's a deer, we think it's a deer we know very well. So, know if I can pry that picture from Chris, that video, but you gotta believe me when I tell you it's a monster. It's June 14th is when he had the picture, but the video. So, he ain't decided if he's even gonna post it yet, but it is a giant. So, 2 cameras in and we already got a showstopper. We've seen a lot of activity on the cameras, but that one right there, like I said, was a one worth talking about. So we're gonna keep it moving. All right, so me and Chris have been discussing where to hang this cell camera he's got. I'm sorry, solar camera. On the hunt before we can hunt. Doing a little bit of groundwork, camera work, a little bit of sweat equity. That's what it's all about. So just showed you straight. There's another one. 20 yards from each other. So the woods are transitioning right here where we are. So clear cut on the backside. We've had a lot of discussion today about camera placement, stand placement, just bouncing ideas off of each other, so which we always do. So it's always good to bounce ideas off of other hunters, try to form a plan, especially with one that's hunted as long as Chris has and as long as we've hunted together. So that's a good thing. We both take each other's advice, suggestions into consideration. So neither one of us are too proud to learn, because Lord knows with these deer, it is a forever learning process. Terrain controls how they move. It's the biggest thing I've picked up over the last few years. Instead of just looking for a deer sign, I've moved over to how deer move based on terrain. And it's been pretty eye-opening for me. So, be more of that to come for me. Hopefully to spread some of that to you guys and gals. So we're gonna keep rolling. Getting this cell camera set up with a solar battery on it. Pulling everything in. So I'm gonna come back to this spot. You can see the panel. Chris is hanging on with his leg there. So it'll be a Real good spot to monitor. Got another camera. Picked up some good intel on down there that we checked earlier. We're gonna try to catch this little spine coming to the side because this one runs consistently down to the head of the ditch, all the way down. So it splits off down there, but this is the one that's consistent. So we think Big Boy may be taking that route, but we're gonna find out. Got me a clicker. Sound like my bike back in the day when I was a kid, sticking straws in the spokes. This ain't a straw. They cut this video for our wreck. Last couple of years I hadn't been mowing it down before I've replanted it, but I decided since we got out here a little early this year and it didn't do very well last year as far as growth wise, I had to reseed it. I mean, we had a little bit of a drought as well after I planted. I didn't get as much rain as I anticipated, but I decided to try like I used to do it in previous years, just cut it and then have it tilled over and then play the rain game. Try to watch the weather and get that seed out a day or two before the rain hits. So we'll see how it turns out this year, but that's just been the plan. I was wanting to try to go back to the old way and see what kind of fruits we get from this labor. Got him working hard back there. He's all dusty. Trying to get some of this preseason work in. Got one of my grandson's Maddox out here, getting some sweat equity. So trying to teach him young so he'll know how to appreciate what we got.